This is Adrian Biddle, producer of The Dark and the Wicked, The Blackcoat's Daughter, and The Monster, and you're listening to the Horror Squad podcast.
Hello, welcome back to the Horror Squad podcast, episode number 440, where tonight we're talking about 2005's Neil Marshall's directed The Descent. I'm your co-host, Todd. We have Steve. We're Joe List. Steve, what's going on, man?
Not too much. I feel like I'm just switching back and forth between you and him, like I'm
It's a
doing
Steve
just
show featuring guest stars.
yeah, either Todd or Joe.
Although I haven't missed that many
No, that's
this year.
true. Lately, you've been it's just
Maybe
this
like
last episode.
two or three total.
Yeah, but you did have a really good excuse this time. It was because you went to the no longer final
I know. So
Living Dead weekend at Monroeville Mall. So yeah, I'd love to know about your experience of the mall and also just the locations you went to.
hmm Yeah, that is frustrating. Frustrating in the sense I'm like, all right, it's the last one. I'm not going to be tempted to go. But I think I'm done, honestly. I say that now, but we'll see what happens. But I think the last one might be in October, which that's what, 4 months away or something like that, 5 months. So I'm not really tempted. But yeah, I mean, for those that don't know, Living Dead Weekend, it's a Dawn of the Dead themed con over at the Monterville Mall where Dawn was filmed and everything else with Romero's filmography basically during that era. And Walmart bought it. They're destroying it. This is supposed to be the last one, but I guess they announced October and they have no idea when the mall will actually be destroyed, but it will be. So is what it is. This is my fourth time going, which is like 3 years in a row, which is cool. And then the one time before that was like 10 years ago. And the con itself wasn't that great. Not a lot of good vendors, which was surprising because they were kind of like advertising as like, this is it, come out. So I was a little disappointed in that. But um, there were a ton of people there, a ton of zombies. Every zombie you can think of was there. Woolie's gone ape shit. The police officer goes nuts in the beginning. He was there. The cop that kills himself in the opening scenes is there. The newscasters were there. Galen, Ken, Scott were obviously there. Um, no, not David. Did I say David?
You did. Rest in
Oh,
peace.
well, yeah, rest in peace. They were actually doing some weird AI photos there. I saw some people posting pictures of like Galen, Ken, and Scott who were there, and like David is like kind of like a ghostly image was kind of fucking weird. I don't know. That kind of rubs me the wrong way, but whatever. But I hadn't met them all previously, minus David, of course. He passed away, but I decided to get some more 8x10. So I got Galen, Ken, and I got Scott at Horror Hound recently, like a year ago, and then let's see, Machete Zombie and the Hare Krishna Zombie. And yeah, man, they look really sweet on the wall. But the mall's awesome. I mean, we talked about it at length when we did it a few years ago, but the mall's great. The Night of Living Dead Cemetery is fucking phenomenal. Hasn't changed a day or hasn't changed at all since 19, well, they probably filmed it in 67, right? Um, that's just really fucking cool. I did the Night of the Living Dead remake cemetery again, which was awesome. I also visited the Night of the Living Dead remake house, which is private property and they're very mean, I've heard. So I just like pulled up in their driveway, hopped out, took a picture, and got back in the car so I didn't get shot. But that house looks like, oh,
The
I
same.
mean, yeah, you would have fucking loved it, dude,
Yeah.
because it's
It
crazy.
hasn't changed at all. Like I was
Yeah,
looking at your picture, I'm like, God damn, that's like
yeah.
exactly the same house.
And it's not that far from the cemetery either. I know that they make it seem like Barbara runs and it's like 2 minute run, which is not the case, but she can like if you put two and two together, like, oh, she can make this in a jog and take her about 30 minutes, but um it's just I don't know, something special about seeing locations, man. I always love doing that. And of course, Evans City went down there where the cemetery is and where they filmed a lot of the crazy. So I saw some of those locations again. And yeah, it was just, I mean, they filmed Batman Returns in Pittsburgh, so there's a lot of stuff there. And I went to the Vinegar Syndrome, which is a Blu-ray company downtown Pittsburgh. Went there. That was very fun.
Did you see
I
the
didn't,
decedent?
I didn't know because when I had it like a couple months ago, and then I looked up again just to remind myself, and it's like, I don't know, I couldn't find it online, and I looked up where do they filmed it exactly, and like the filmmakers made it private. I'm like, how's that fucking possible on the internet? So I probably just didn't try hard enough to find it, but didn't see that one, and I don't know. It was just special. Hung out with the homies. We shot a number of scenes for one of our film projects that we're all going to do. down the line, but we needed a couple things since I was going to be in Pittsburgh, so that was exciting. But we're really far off from that. So, but yeah, it was fun and bittersweet, and took a lot of stuff, rocks and pictures and of everything. And the mall will live on in our memories, and Walmart Kentucky for tearing it down because it was bustling, man. Even without the con, it was very packed, which I was surprised. So it was good times.
Everyone knew that was, well, at the time, knew that was the last time, right? So
Yeah,
I guess a lot of people want to make sure they were there for the last one. And you said there were a lot of security, so unfortunately you couldn't
dude.
graze all of the the mall
No,
exterior.
no. So there was a ton of security at every freaking corner. There was a security. Some of them were armed. I'm like, what the hell? And they look like serious security officers too, not like just guys that were there collecting a paycheck. They were looking at you and everything. So like I went into a couple you know, the hallways we went into for the tour. I went in there and the security came up. I'm like, what the fuck? And then like I was gonna take a whole brick. Couldn't do that. Security was there. And then they have remember that small section by the elevators to the offices where they had like
Yeah,
old pictures? I'm like, I'm gonna fucking steal this off the wall.
yeah.
No, security is there. I'm like, gosh damn. So they like spared no expense of security for Living Dead Weekend. So I was very bummed out. But I did get some like brick shards and stuff enough to fill up like a little jar, but I didn't get my full brick like I wanted, or a picture that would have been theft. But hey, what are they gonna do? Walmart's gonna what are they gonna do? They're tearing it down.
I don't think I saw a single security guard when we went the last time. So
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
weird.
that's really. I guess Lawrence really knew he wanted like that shit on
Honestly,
lockdown.
yeah.
He wants it
I
all.
want every
Yeah,
fucking
I want
thing.
every fucking like millimeter
Yeah.
of mall. Yeah.
I was watching him too on his tour. I'm like, man, this guy, like, you can make this so much quicker if you just shut the fuck up. Like, geez, dude. I get he's passionate, but like, you got 200 people in that group with you, man. You need to move it along. It took 3 hours to get to them all. It was nuts.
Mhm. Did you see any of them in makeup? Because I saw a few of the photo ops, like the Hare Krishna zombie actually did it in makeup for one of the days. So did you
I,
see
I
them?
I did see him, yeah, and then a couple of the cops had some stuff going on. They made like a bank set from when
Yeah, I saw that. That's
yeah, Flyboy
awesome.
and Peter, yeah, Still Money. That looked really cool.
Yeah, and they did
It was just fun.
the shag carpet, the orange
Yeah.
shag carpet from for Fran. That's
hmm
yeah, that's really cool.
There's actually the remember the Flyboy cosplayer?
Oh yeah,
So oh man, I wish I had his name on top of my head, but I talked to him a couple times and he's from England actually. And he had a girl with him that looked just like Fran,
oh,
man,
I
like
saw
dressed
her.
up.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, yeah, that was crazy.
it was very cool.
Hmm. Damn,
So
yeah,
that's fun.
should have got his info. We could have interviewed him.
Oh, I got him on Instagram. I
Okay,
sent him a couple
perfect.
messages. Yeah, we can get him on. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be a fun interview just to talk to someone else who loves Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
Cool. What have you been up to?
glad you had a good time, man. I'm
Thanks.
sorry I couldn't go this year, but
hmm
at least I got to go once. I'm at least
Yeah,
I
you
could
saw it.
say that I've seen them all. I've seen the cemetery, and yeah,
Yeah.
still now there's rumors like is it going to live on? Are they going to go to Evansville and do a Living Dead weekend there? But the
Mm.
actors are not getting younger, so
No,
eventually it's
we were
going to
talking
stop.
about that. I think the youngest of them alive is 74,
Mm.
oldest 77-ish, something like that. So yeah, your heroes get old, man.
Yeah, one even passed away, I think, during the con. He
Oh
was
shoot.
originally scheduled to go, but obviously canceled like a month or so ago. It's the guy from the projects who like bites the girl's shoulder and
Oh
takes
yeah,
a
yeah.
big chunk out of it.
Cecil.
Yeah, he died like yeah,
Oh,
like I think the day before, the day of the con.
wow.
So I
That
mean,
sucks.
yeah,
Rest in
it's
peace.
a bit like yeah, they're old, right?
They're old, man.
Yeah. Speaking of old, so it was Father's Day, so happy belated Father's Day to
Mhm.
everyone. Everyone had a great weekend. I actually went to my hometown in Montreal for the weekend to see my father and my grandfather, and oh my God, what a weekend, dude! So my grandfather's 92 now, and I mean, yeah, he was like he lived two houses away from me my whole life, so he's like practically just another father for me, but he's really lost it over the last few years. I mean, 92, he's like losing his head and everything. But he decided to come to my parents' house, so I had to go pick him up. I got to hang out with him and everything. But he's an old man and he does old man things. And old people, they don't think. So we were going up to my parents, like up their driveway, and he decided that he wanted to take a shortcut to their patio as opposed to taking like the regular path. And he missed a step and he Superman flew a good 3 feet onto like concrete.
Oh, kill your
And
grandpa?
I'm like,
Jeez.
I thought he was dead. Honestly, he hit the ground so hard. I'm like, well, I just killed grandpa, you know. Thank God. Obviously, I wouldn't joke about it if yeah, it's like, oh, and rest in peace. You know, yeah. No, he thankfully like survived and was fine. Surprisingly, I mean, his like side hurt a little bit in his leg, but God damn it, old people, like, have a little bit of sense. It's just,
Steve, watch this.
yeah, like,
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah, hi, my name's Grandpa. Welcome to Jackass. You know, like that's what. And I watched. I saw it in fucking slow mo. Like it was weird. It's just, oh my God. But anyway,
Jeez.
so just to show how like quick life can come at you, and not just if you Superman jump off fucking concrete, but so I went to my hotel, like I said, and I left around 4 o'clock. It was like a cloudy day, but just a regular day. You know, there was some rain supposed to come in, but not a big deal. And it's about 2 hours for me to drive home. So I did that. I did my 2 hour drive home. By the time I get home, 6 p.m., my texts are like unreal. I'm getting a million texts on my phone. And that's either a good sign or a bad sign, right? And what I found out is my hometown flooded in the 2 hours that I was gone. And when I say flooded, I mean like cars couldn't move anymore because the water was above their wheels. It was my parents' basement flooded, my sister's
Sucks.
basement flooded, my grandparents' condo flooded, so their elevator is broken, which means they can't leave their condo anymore because they're on the fourth floor, and my grandfather can't even take one step, so for sure
We
he's
can
not
jump
gonna.
off a fuck. He can jump off
He
probably.
can jump off the third floor balcony or fourth floor balcony, but yeah, it's crazy, like just how fast. I couldn't believe it. Just
Was there like a water spillage that
so, no, it's a
fucked up?
flat. It's a they got 150 millimeters, which I mean it's like it's like 2.5 feet, I guess, of water in the span of 2 hours. That's just it started with hail, like giant hail balls, and then it just yeah 150 millimeters. So you can look it up. I don't know what it was a lot of fucking water in two
That's a
hours.
lot.
So
Well, I saw the picture up to like
yeah,
basically
I'll put
our
pictures
roof.
on
So,
the Discord, and that was just in 2 hours. It's just crazy how fast
damn.
life can come at you. So hope everyone out there is okay. I've been like talking to my friends, and a lot of my friends moved out of there, but all their parents, like all the people, because that's where they used to live when I was a kid. They all still live there, and they all got flooded. It was just like, God damn,
Surprised
man.
Grandpa didn't cannonball off the balcony and in
Yeah,
the water,
right.
dude. Fuck it.
Like, seriously, oh my God,
You would have been all right.
Grandpa. Let me tell you. Yeah.
I guess when you get that old though, like fuck it. Start jumping off shit, man. Like,
Yeah, it's
come on.
like I mean I could go into sad stories. He's like basically suicidal, almost like the
Oh my
grandpa
God, never mind. Sorry.
in South Park. No, but like not. He just he feels he has nothing left to live for. You know,
Yeah.
it's like he's 92. He sits in his condo all day. He can't see very well. He can't hear very well. He's just like, what the fuck am I doing? You know,
Is he
like
like the grandpa
in
from
South Park.
Christmas? Oh, I was gonna say Christmas Vacation. The
Yeah,
blessing.
yeah, kind of right. Like I know it's sad to get like people weren't really meant to live this old. I think and.
Damn modern healthcare.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
you.
Anyway, it's yeah,
Damn
it
you
was a
free Canadian healthcare.
crazy weekend. They're living too long, but I'm glad I got to
Jesus
see everyone
Christ.
and hope everyone had a better Father's Day than
Another.
my parents and grandparents.
Jeez.
Yeah, how's
Yeah.
yours? Anything fun?
Uh, Father's Day was fine. I mean, we've been watching a ton of World Cup. It's a
Mm,
fun tournament going on right now. I don't know if you watch it at all, but
yeah.
it's cool because there's a lot of positivity going on because there's been a lot of negativity
Yeah.
past year or two,
Oh, sure.
and the positivity of people being able to visit our country that would never come here normally, and them just having a great time and everyone welcoming them. That's really awesome. Like people are
Yeah.
like, Boston's the nicest people. I'm like, what the fuck did you meet? Because they're fucking a bunch of meanies. No, I was
Yeah.
kidding, but
I'll
it's awesome.
I'll tell you a funny like border crossing story. People are like loading their fucking luggage with ranch because they don't get ranch in like other countries,
Yeah,
and it's so bad that airlines had to be like, if you're gonna bring ranch, put in your fucking check luggage, not into your like
that's
your carry
hilarious.
on. So yeah,
It's cool though. It's great for the world, man, to not listen to the media about every single thing and just experience stuff because people are cool, you
hmm
know.
yeah,
And it's fun seeing, Japanese dude eating Texas barbecue and Koreans dancing with
and yeah,
Mexicans and everything in between. And it's been a lot of fun. And I don't know, World Cup's good. Father's Day was good. Usually I just play video games. I'm actually been going through a nostalgic kick, so I've been rebuying the old system. So I asked for a PS1 for Father's Day, which I got.
nice.
and I was playing Die Hard Trilogy. It was one of my favorite
Mm.
games from back in the day.
That's yeah, I remember that one.
I love that game.
It's the one that like one of them's like top down, one of them
Yep.
is yeah, it's like different
One
perspectives
one's
per
top
game.
down, one's driving, and the
One's a
second one
side
is
like a side
so,
one, right?
yeah, when you like the reticles on the screen and it moves
Yeah,
around for you.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's fun. I went a little crazy. I bought a PS2, original Xbox, and a 360. So I was like, fuck it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I know. But oh well. But yeah, it's
Cool.
pretty good. So,
Awesome.
mhm,
All right, let's get into oh, I just want to say one thing. So we don't have trivia
mhm.
this week, obviously. We didn't have
So
it
you
last week
forfeit.
either. So yeah, no, I showed up. But you fools basically just
Uh,
gave up this quarter. So I am going to dish out my punishment films. I've
all
already
right.
told the boys what they are, but I haven't told the listeners. Well, I have told for Joe because I've been fucking talking about it all quarter. It was like my motivation to win this quarter.
Oh
So
God.
Hip Hop Locos is back on the menu for Joe. And he's not getting it off this time. He has to fucking watch it. I'm not
Awful,
accepting a
man.
deal where he ruins it anymore. So I'm looking forward to hearing his thoughts on that, especially after his glowing review of Barbie and Kendra Save the Tiger King last episode.
Oof.
And Todd, I decided to be a little nicer because he actually watches his punishment
I
films.
do.
So I gave him something that I actually gave a 3 out of 5 stars, I think.
You gave
And
it
that
three.
is,
Wow.
yeah, I gave it a 3. And that is MILFs versus Zombies, which is something we watched over on a movie club. And it's just a fucking wild movie. It's a very low budget movie, but I thought it was a lot of fun. So,
Two things I love: MILFs and zombies. That's an easy joke
yeah.
to make. And then Slasher Dude gave it a 2, you gave it a 3, Corey gave it a 1, Cody gave it a 2, Torger gave it a 2. So I'm not
Yeah.
awful.
Well, yeah, don't expect a banger.
Not
It's still a
awful.
punishment film,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
at least it's not like, Trump versus the Illuminati
Oh
or
God.
Giggles the Clown or whatever the fuck.
Jesus. Okay, I'm excited. As long as it gives some violence and some boobies in it,
You get both.
I'm
Yes.
in. So perfect.
Mhm.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah. So,
All right.
what have you been watching lately?
I actually have been very slow. So all of mine are non-horror because I finally finished the first draft of my trivia book, and I had been trying to watch nothing but horror just to get as much questions in there as possible. And I'll actually bring it up as I'm talking so I can give you guys the full stats and how many questions it is and all that stuff. But I kind of doing a cleanse because I mean, if you like horror, you want to cleanse every now and then. So I've been doing like catching up on my VHS tapes and everything, which is while watching Arnold, which I'll talk about if we're allowed to. But so the first pass of the book is, let's see here, 267 pages, which gives us 3,125 questions even. And now I'm going through it and adding the answer sheet. And then after that, I'm going to do the crossword puzzles, the word searches, and then top 10 lists, and hopefully have it out by October for a nice little Christmas gift for the horror fans out there. But yeah, it's fun. So been doing that. But my first one here, non-horror, which I think Steve will appreciate, it's one I started this like 3 months ago, and I forgot it was in my VCR, and it's Deathstalker from '83.
Oh, fuck
And
yeah.
yeah, this one is a sword and sorcery movie about a muscle-bound, oily, loincloth, sword-wearing dude that like this fucking evil Merlin character that he's got a bald head and like a tattoo, but it makes him look like a veiny testicle to me. And he is hosting like a tournament of champions or something. And the winner allegedly will be like his successor or something. But he's an evil motherfucker, right? So Deathstalker, which is the guy's fucking name, unless I missed it, he's like, I'm fucking blonde and I'm big and I'm strong and I'm gonna bang everybody, dude. 2 minutes in the movie, he's banging. 4 minutes in the movie, he's banging. Break. 7 minutes in the movie, he's banging. He gets a hot honey warrior, bangs her. He gets a slave chick, bangs her. Saves some chick from being assaulted in the forest, bangs her. He's banging everybody. It's a low budget, but with a very big budget, if that makes sense. Like it's cheap, but they have like a ton of like costumes and cool sets, and like they spent money on that stuff, but it's still like that low budget realm where it's like, oh man, this is cheesy as fuck. I had a lot of fun with it, man. I give it a 3 out of 5. I can't wait to watch the remake that I know you guys loved. And I watched this on tape, but this has to be on Tubi, right? That's probably where you guys watched it.
Yeah, they got the first two on Tubi and the third one
Oh, there's three of them?
on Prime. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So the remake's on Tubi too, or is the remake on Prime?
I don't remember where the remake was.
Okay.
I have to look it up. But yeah, the
Gotta look it
remake's
up.
awesome. It's Steve Kostanski who did Psycho Gorman, who
Oh,
did all the creatures and shit.
as
It's
long as
yeah,
that
it's
girl's not in the fucking
no,
Deathstalker.
no, nope.
Thank God. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you like swords and sorcery movies that like don't take themselves too seriously and have a good amount of blood and boobs and killing, then I think you'll like this. So no, it's not horror, but like I said, I took a little break. So Deathstalker, 3 out of 5.
Is there wrestling in that one?
Uh,
Like,
yes, they're wrestling in mud at one
okay,
point.
no.
Okay,
It's probably part two. Is it,
like
no,
two.
it's like full ass like fucking wrestling
Oh,
ring.
like a
Like,
wrestling rink? No.
yeah. Okay.
There's like two slave chicks wrestling in mud, and then this like buff dude's like, I'm gonna wrestle too, and he gets in the mud.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
all
no.
right,
It could
freak.
be another series. I watch a lot of those weird ones on
Yeah,
Let's
you do.
XP. So, all right. So my first one is a 2026 film that I watched over on Amazon Prime, and that is Over Your Dead Body. Over Your Dead Body stars Samara Weaving, Jason Segel, Timothy Olyphant, Julia Lewis, and Keith Jardine, who is a former UFC fighter. The story is basically Jason Segel and Samara Weaving are having marital problems, and they go to a cabin, and each of them have the intention to kill each other for their insurance money in order to like set their finances right and also to like end the marriage that they're very clearly unhappy with. But they both fail, obviously, at killing each other because or else the movie would be over. And they get into a set of circumstances where they now have to band together to survive. I had pretty low expectations about this one. It never went to theater. It went straight to Amazon Prime. And I'm not the biggest Jason Segel fan. I know a lot of people are, and I love Freaks and Geeks, and I loved a lot of the stuff he was in, Forgetting Sarah Marshall and stuff. I don't know why. I just don't think he's a great actor. But I love Samara Weaving, so at least there was that. I thought this was fucking awesome. This movie was so much fun. It's gory as fuck at times. It's just a blast. Like they really go for it in this one. Keith Jardine, I didn't even know he was an actor. I just thought he was just a fighter. He's fucking hilarious in this. It's just so weird to see this guy who I've seen like in the UFC way back in the day. We're talking like, early 2000s. And just to see him do something like this is so out of character for him, and it worked perfectly. Yeah, this is a blast, man. If people want to have just a fun movie with humor and a lot of surprises, like I'm obviously not going to talk about a lot of the surprises because it's still pretty new, but I say you should definitely check this out. Like this is possibly going to be in my top 10 of the year. It might even be my biggest surprise because I don't know why. I came in with like no expectations and it blew me away. It's just a ton of fun. So I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It has Over Your Dead Body over on Amazon Prime.
Horror, huh?
I mean, it's thriller, but there's so much fucking gore
Hmm.
that it's like, it's horror like Ready or Not, I guess is horror,
Okay,
or the next one I'm going to talk about. It's like, yeah, there's so much
nice.
gore in it that you have to almost, I guess you could
Strip.
consider it non-horror too. It could be thriller, but it toes the line.
Close enough.
Yeah,
Strong reviews from everybody so far, or most everybody.
that's
Cool.
a lot of. It's a lot of fun.
Very nice. All right. My last one here, another non-horror, but this is another VHS tape, which I'm happy to say I'm at 99% on my Letterbox VHS tape collections. I got 2 more to go before I'm good on that.
Which
But this
two?
one
Out of
is
curiosity.
let's see. I'm waiting one for the John Carpenter retrospective, Starman.
Ah, yes, I
I got
just
that
watched it
one.
recently.
Nice. And then Class of 1999. So
Okay, cool.
those are my 2. And all right, so my last one here is 1986's Arnold Schwarzenegger's Raw Deal. And oh boy, this is a fucking nuts. This is a nuts plot, man. This plot makes zero sense. They make it so more complicated than it needs to be. So basically, Ralphie's dad from A Christmas Story, he's an FBI agent. His son is an FBI agent as well. And they're holding like a informant or something in like a cabin off in the fucking woods. Why? Just have him in the fucking police station, but what do I know? And then some mobsters, they come and they take out all the FBI agents and kill the guy. So when they kill the guy's son, the FBI agent, instead of like, I don't know, following the law, he goes to Arnold Schwarzenegger, who also was an FBI agent, but he was disgraced and kind of forced to quit in lieu of termination because he had broken a bunch of dudes' bones, this criminal's bones, who deserved it. But he, quote, he broke half the bones in his body. So he was forced to quit. he became a small town sheriff, has this wife that's a complete bitch to him. Like, I want to get out of here. He's like, I'm a fucking sheriff. What else you want me to do? I want you to be in the FBI in New York. He's like, fuck. So he's disgraced. Ralphie's dad goes to him saying, hey, man, I'll get you back in the FBI if you go kill this fucking guy, but you need to infiltrate his whole mobster thing first. Well, okay, let's stop right there. That doesn't make any sense because he was already kicked out of the FBI essentially for some police brutality. Now you're going to have him infiltrate this mobster and then kill his organization, but it's off the books. So it's even more illegal than you think it. And how is he going to become the FBI agent again? You're not the director. You're not the fucking president of the United States. He's a high up, but he's like a lower level middle manager type. Or you're just going to give him diplomatic immunity or whatever for killing all these dudes. It's still murder. So that's the plot to get in there. Arnold Schwarzenegger, instead of just killing the motherfucker, uh, he fakes his own death as a town sheriff by going to an oil refinery and blowing it up. First of all, you just caused multi-million dollar damage. You probably killed some fucking security guard and some janitor that you didn't know was there. And now your wife thinks you're fucking dead. She's probably fucking the mailman now because she hates you. Anyway, that's his solution is to fake his own death and destroy a fucking oil refinery. So he infiltrates the organization. He beats up people. He wants to bang this chick, but he's loyal to his wife. So he like passes out drunk, and when she's trying to bang him, it's just wacky, dude. The plot does not need to be this complicated. Um, it's kind of cheesy level of Commando, but not as good as a movie. And it's got some good shit in there. Obviously, Arnold's the man. He's fucking top of his game during this reign, right? And he's an amazing person, an actor. But gosh, this movie was all over the place. And at the end, like he saves the day and he like gets reinstated to the FBI and everything. But the FBI guy that recruited him, he got shot in the process. So they, for some reason, they make it like a good heartfelt end scene where he got shot and he's like, "You need to get up and walk." And he's like, "I can't walk." "You need to get up and fucking walk." And then he forces him to walk, and then they like high five each other. And it's the end of the movie. Like he saved his walking ability. I'm like, how? Because he yelled at him. So it doesn't make sense, but it is goofy as shit. Arnold looks great, sounds great, acts great, and it's a solid 3 out of 5. Will I watch it again? Sure. But gosh, this is one of his not a strong action film from the 80s because it's just goofy as fuck.
Is in that one? I forget. It's either that one or the one where with Jim Belushi, where at one point he's in a room and he opens a closet with a mirror on it, and you could literally see the whole fucking set behind it, like all the directors and the camera people, and everything.
No,
I know you would have noticed that. So
yeah. No, but I thought you were going a different way with it because that exact thing happens. But he's looking away from the mirror and then he looks at it really fast and he looks at his like muscle or something and then it cuts. So I didn't see anyone, but that's hilarious.
yeah,
I gotta watch that for sure.
yeah. I forget, it's either that one or the one with Jim Belushi. I forget which of the two.
Nice.
Anyway, so my last one this week is another 2026 film that I watched over on Plex. No, sorry, on Crave, which is like HBO Max in the US, and that is They Will Kill You. So this is a movie starring Zazie Beetz, who you'd probably know from The Joker and Deadpool 2. Also stars Tom Felton, Heather Graham, and Patricia Arquette, among a few others. So this is the story of a girl who kidnaps her like young sister because she wants her to get away from her abusive father, and her abusive father ends up finding them, and she shoots him. And then the cops are coming, so she runs away without her sister and just kind of lets the cops deal with her sister. Story takes place 10 years later, and she's looking for a job at this like exclusive hotel for rich people. And it's like super weird. It's very like culty in that hotel. They have like different types of elevators, and the people all look like super weird. Everyone's dressed the same. You know, it's like one of those like kind of crazy hotels. Reminds me a little bit of Rosemary's Baby type of people, you know. And almost fucking immediately, she realizes that she's like a sacrifice that the people from the hotel need to perform. So they go after her, and she starts killing them. But something happens, which I won't spoil. And the whole movie is her trying to get away from these rich people who are trying to kill her, and she's killing a bunch of them with the sword, very much like Kill Bill. And this movie is extremely violent, a lot of blood, a lot of really interesting twists and turns that I didn't see coming. Yeah, it's kind of a fun movie. The problem I think with it is that it came out like a week before or a week after Ready or Not 2. So I think it got lost in the shuffle because it's two stories about women in a hotel who are like being chased by rich people, and people know Ready or Not. So I feel it completely overshadowed this movie. But I think you can have a lot of fun with this one. I wouldn't say it's as good as Ready or Not, but it's still a good time. Yeah, it's also weird though. There's some things I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. The rules of the hotel are super confusing because they're like supernatural elements, kind of like Ready or Not. That I'm like, okay, well that was this way this time, but not this way this time type of thing. And I have to say that by the third act, I was kind of tired of it. It's like they're rehashing the same kind of thing over and over, and it just wasn't as interesting anymore. But still a solid film. Glad I finally checked it out. That is They Will Kill You over on Crave / HBO Max, and I gave it 3.5 stars out of 5.
Nice. All right, The Descent.
Yes.
All right, The Descent from '05, my graduation year, actually. Directed by
Cool.
Mr. Neil Marshall, starring Shauna McDonald, Natalie Mendoza, Alex Reed, Mianna Buring, Saskia Mulder, Nora Jane Nolan, Leslie Simpson, and some other people. Scream your last breath. After a personal tragedy, Sarah joins her friends on a caving expedition to Appalachian Mountains. But when a rockfall traps them deep underground, their adventure turns into a nightmare. As they search for a way out, the group discovers they are not alone. Lurking in the darkness are savage, cave-dwelling creatures, and they're horny. With rising tension and dwindling trust, the women must fight to survive against both the predators and each other. All right, so we begin the movie with a bunch of ladies whitewater rafting, and they're screaming "woo" the whole fucking time. Like, please stop screaming "woo." We're girls. We need to focus, and you're hurting my ears. One of the women, what's her name? Sarah. Yep. Her husband and daughter are there to pick her up, and then like, they're loving family, right? And then the husband helps one of her friends out of the water, and then he like takes off her helmet. Dude, you're not even hiding that you're fucking her or have fucked her in the past, dude. She sees it. Sarah sees it, but she doesn't do anything about it. They get in the car. She's about to confront him. She's like, "Hey, what's wrong with you?" He's like, "Nothing." Get in a car wreck, dude. A fucking pole goes through his head and the daughter's head. Awful. Flash forward a year later, and Sarah's going out with her friends. Juno's the girl, by the way, that was flirting with the husband. And they're going out to the mountains and they're gonna fucking go caving, dude. They got a new girl that's like annoying as fuck, and she's like Juno's little partner in crime. And they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go visit this cave. It should be very easy. There's a tour book of it and everything." So they think they're going to one cave. But Juno, the bitch that she is, wants to lead them to a cave that hasn't been discovered yet, allegedly, so they can name it themselves. And there's a big problem with that we'll talk about a little bit later. So they go into the cave, they get trapped, and now they have to deal with some. One, they're fucking trapped in the cave, they don't know where they're at. Two, the girls are kind of pissed off at each other now. And then three, there's some fucking bat creature humanoids that are killing everybody, man. Yeah, I love this movie. It's a classic from '05, I think. It's claustrophobic. The sets are great. There's some poor CGI, but whatever. I think the girls are pretty good. My problem with them is I don't really know any of them besides the main chick and Juno, so that's a problem. And I think the creatures are fucking badass. I wish we didn't see them until the camera scene, because I know like they're in the background a little bit here and there, but I wish the camera scene would have been the first time we know something's actually in there, because I thought that would have been a little bit more effective. And just to get out of the way first, before you go, Steve, like there's a huge problem with Juno's plan, right? Because she says in the beginning where like the only way out is to go deeper into the cave. That's before anything goes wrong. But she doesn't know what cave they're in. She knows there's a cave, but she doesn't know anything else. So how would you know to get out of the cave you have to go forward? Is she suicidal? Is she just fucking stupid? I'll let you answer, Steve, but what do you think about it?
Well, first I'll just say she's stupid. That's the clear answer there. So the Descent is an interesting one so I've seen it a couple times before. I have it on DVD, and I remembered it very well. Like I just thought it's awesome. I watched it in like 2022. I even logged it back then, and so I was excited to rewatch it. But I gotta say, rewatching it this time, I don't know what changed. I didn't like it as much. And there are issues that I'm like, huh, I don't remember this being as much of an issue. I love the setting of the cave. I think people who go caving are fucking insane, by the way. I don't know if you ever heard of Nutty Putty, but that is,
I read it every year or so just to
yeah.
refresh. That man went through hell,
Oh my God,
and
I
may
can't
he rest in
even.
peace.
Yeah,
But that his ordeal is just, it's I don't know, terrifying. It's the only word I got for it. Is that, yeah?
yeah.
Look up the Nutty Putty Cave disaster or whatever, and oof.
Yeah, I used to follow a guy on TikTok who does like cave diving like that,
Ugh, ick.
and oh God, anyway, I get so
Makes your butthole
claustrophobic.
packed or
Yeah,
butthole
I've done
fucking
one
puckered
cave
in.
thing where at one point you have to squeeze through, and it's really like a small like thing, and a billion people have been through this cave. It's not like, unexplored territory. Even that, I was like, oh, I don't like this at all. So anyway, so I was watching that. That was in the back of my head. I think the problem with the movie, though, like large scale issues, before I go into the big ones, one of them you nailed on the head. I don't know who the fuck who is who for the most of the movie. Like they don't really do a good job of establishing anyone but Sarah and Juno. And at some points, because the movie is really dark, like it's fucking dark. People are getting killed, or maybe not killed, or at least getting injured. And I'm like, I don't even know who that was. I don't remember what relationship that person had. Are they one of the nice ones? Are they one of the annoying ones? Are they like one of the good ones? Like, I have no idea. I don't know who that was. And if I don't know, I don't care. And if I don't care, I'm like, people are dying off and there's no emotion in it at all. So that was a big problem for me. It was very dark. It's a very dark movie. So a lot of the times I didn't know what was going on. They rely on red and green lights a lot, and it was effective in some scenes, but in some scenes I felt it was too much. And I agree that they show the creatures a little too much, in my opinion. It's cool at times, but after a while you get used to them, and it's just they lose their appeal a little bit. But it's still a solid movie. It's just I don't know. I just didn't like it as much upon this viewing.
I respect it, and I like the amount we see them. I just don't like how we see them a little bit too early, because the scene where they're in like a big cave and they have the camera on and
Yeah,
then they pan over and you see the creature. I thought that was so fucking
yeah,
good. But the problem is we already know they're there, and it kind of takes away from the effectiveness, in my opinion.
yeah. I
Because
agree.
we see some like back shots, and then we see like one of them's drooling at one point. I'm like, just keep it to the camera because that was so good. It was like Wreck in Quarantine. So good when you see them just
Yeah,
quick in the shot.
or science.
Signs,
Like,
yeah. I forgot. Move, children, vomit us.
yeah.
Um, fucking that movie, dude. Shit, and I lost my train of thought 'cause I'm thinking of fucking Joaquin Phoenix trying to hammer that fucking board in. You can't do it. But yeah, the girls, like I know them as short hair girl, blonde
I,
hair girl one, blonde girl other two,
yeah, you become
short
like
hair.
Michael Scott at a meeting.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, Juno and Sarah are like the only ones really, like you said, we even know their fucking names. Like I can
yeah.
put a gun to my head. Can you name anyone else?
And if you don't know the names and you don't know who they are, you don't care what happens to them. And that's I think a big problem in the movie. If they had spent more time like establishing each character, and the movie that I kept thinking about it, and it was one of those situations where I hate doing this because it's not fair. But the whole movie, I'm like, God, I wish I was watching As Above, So Below right now instead
Oh
of
yeah.
this, which I think is like a better example of this movie because they do a good job of establishing all the people who are going down there. So when something happens to them, I actually really cared. Like, oh fuck, they didn't kill that guy, that didn't kill that girl. In this, I just didn't, and that's such a big problem.
Yeah. I think they should have got to Cave earlier,
Yeah,
and maybe I know you need the scene of like the death and everything.
yeah.
Um, but really, do you need the Juno backstory at all of her potentially fucking the husband? Does it change anything besides her being upset?
I mean, the end. We'll have to talk about it at the end. Like, it could play into how the movie ends, which is another problem I have. But we'll get to that when we get there.
Which ending did you watch?
I watched the ending where she like stabs Juno in the leg, and
Right.
then let them like eat her,
Killer.
and
Okay.
then she sees Juno like in the car dead.
Okay, but she didn't survive the ending you watched, right? Sarah.
Sarah, yeah, she did survive.
Oh, she did? Okay, so you
Yeah,
watched I well, I guess it is canon because they made a sequel to that,
right.
but there's the alternate version where she doesn't live,
Okay,
which is
I
the one I
didn't see
watched.
that. My
Okay.
DVD didn't have an option for two
Okay.
versions, so
But yeah, my problem with that is like I think the girls have enough problems already. They're trapped inside the earth like a
yeah,
mile down or something, and then they have fucking creatures. Do we need to really have
drama.
you fucked my husband thing, which they
Right.
don't even bring up,
No,
right?
ever.
Because she gets mad, rightfully so, but Juno accidentally kills one of the girls.
Hmm.
And that's not even the bad part of it. It was 100% an accident.
Oh yeah,
She's in the middle of fighting a creature and she turns around and hits her on accident. The problem is she leaves her to die. But what is she supposed to do in that situation, honestly? Like, what would you do in that? Like, reasonably. Like, there's a bunch of creatures fucking hunting you, and this girl's dying. Like, do you do what she did, or do you finish her off, or you stay there and die yourself? Like, what do you do?
Well, and that's the thing. So I don't know what I would do in that situation, but I don't think what she did was necessarily bad,
Hmm.
especially to the point of the girl who died, like grabbing her thing and almost like it's like almost like a murder victim writing the fucking name on the with the blood on the floor,
Right.
like
It was
uh,
Steve.
exactly right. Like why? Like obviously it was an accident,
Yeah.
so that made no sense to me. But then also to kill her at the end seemed so
To
unnecessary,
kill to kill Juno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are you doing here? It's just, I don't know. It didn't sit right with me. It's like, I don't think maybe she could have slapped her, maybe, but fucking killing her, that's kind of a rough punishment for what
She's
you know,
she's kind of worse than Juno.
yeah,
If you think
yeah,
about it.
in a lot of ways, yeah.
Yeah, because the
She
worst thing,
actually murdered like
yeah,
someone purposefully.
yeah, she literally she shamed her. When
Yeah,
in Walking Dead, Shane shoots that guy in the leg so he can get away. And the zombies eat his ass
yeah.
in like season 2 or something. But I mean, yeah, let's go back to it. Juno's literally fighting for her life against these
Mhm.
fucking creatures, and she turns around because she. Okay, first of all, why are you sneaking up behind Juno when she's fighting for her life
Right,
and not expect to get your ass clocked? You know.
right, in the dark,
Secondly,
like,
yeah, I know. Secondly, like, okay, Juno's not gonna finish her off and slit her throat or anything.
Mhm.
So either you stay there and hope you can fight off another round, or you fucking leave. You're leaving, right?
Mhm.
I don't think she did all that bad. She could have been honest. Hey, she died when we were fighting. I don't know like. I think Sarah was already gonna fuck her up because of the whole
Right.
"did she bang my husband" thing, which
Yeah,
I think she
and
did,
it's
right?
also Juno's fault that they're in this situation to begin with.
True.
But again, that's stupidity, not malice.
Hmm.
I don't think she sent them down there to get them all killed.
I think she did.
Really?
I have that in my notes, man. I think this is a murder suicide for guilt because remember she said like Sarah wasn't the only one that lost someone that day. So I think that was more than her sucking his balls in the fucking parking lot one day. I think had like she was in love with him,
Hmm.
you know? And then like she was very upset that he passed. And I think based on we knowing that one, she threw away or she left
The
the map,
book.
which wouldn't have mattered because it was in the right cave.
Right, exactly.
But she filed the caving plan with the caving authority or whatever for the other cave they're supposed to be in.
Hmm.
So she's doing all these premeditated things to get them lost. Because like I said, there's no fucking way. She has no idea if this cave leads out because all she knows is that there's a big hole in the ground and they repel into it with no way to get back out.
Right.
So I think she set this up to kill her and her friends for murder suicide. Because otherwise she's the stupidest person on earth. Because like that's some big ass stupid balls to go into a cave and not know what the fuck you're
Yeah,
doing.
but like I don't know. I just feel it was more stupidity. That's a big plan. Like that is you know, I don't know. It just feels like too much
I, I
for.
just I just I just think it's a big plot hole that I can't
Yeah,
forgive. If
it's
because going in a cave not knowing how to get out is pretty
that,
dumb.
that's what they all do. Like the guy I'd follow on TikTok. It's exactly
Oh, so
he would
scary.
that's what Nutty Putty is. Like he was exploring, and that one was kind of known, but
He thought he was in the wrong area. He thought he
he
was
was in the wrong area of it, which was an unexplored portion of it.
ugh.
But that's what they do. They push the limit so they can explore further and further with the hope of
Mm.
finding
A fucking rock.
a cool picture. I don't know. Like I really don't know what they're looking for. Yeah,
Ugh,
I
so
really
funny.
think it was an exploration thing rather than a fucking mega murder suicide. It just
I don't
doesn't
know,
make sense
man.
to me.
She was pissed.
Yeah,
Um, I do like the reveal that they weren't the first cavers in there though, because they find a bunch of like 100-year-old
fucking,
shit.
it's practically a McDonald's down there. Like
I know they got everything.
there's caves, there's like equipment, there's bones. Like goddamn it, like
Arrows.
there's probably like, I'm surprised I didn't run into tourists in there. Like
there's arrows pointing how to get out,
Right,
like literally,
exactly.
literally on the
Yeah.
wall.
Can you imagine? There's like an exit sign and
Yeah, like,
like a
oh,
board, like yeah.
this is cool.
Right.
I think first mistake is those a bunch of uh hot ladies going to Appalachians without like planning anything because those are some fucking rough mountains and there's some rough people out there, so be
No,
careful.
no kidding.
Um, well, what else you got here? Yeah, like I said, I thought it was cool that they found like, oh, we're not the only ones in here, and then it kind of makes you think like, oh, are these like monsters descendants of the cavers? And like, oh no, they just killed the cavers and
Right.
they never got out, so that was cool.
Yeah, yeah, that was really cool. And the monsters are cool. Like I really
Hmm.
love their design. I mean, do I love the fact that they're constantly like 2 inches from their faces and don't fucking sense them? They don't smell them. They don't
Smell
hear
them.
them. They don't like nothing. I don't know about that. Like that seems, like if you're in a, I don't know if you've been in a quiet room, but you'll hear your heartbeat.
Ugh.
Like there's no way that they are that close to you and can't like sense you. They're not fucking T-Rexes, like I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. And it happens quite a few times. They're like right next to people,
He's
like
crawling on
three or
them.
four. Yeah, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
it makes no fucking sense. I don't know. I wasn't
Yeah.
buying it this time.
Yeah, I do like when she falls into that pit of gore though.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking really gross
Yeah,
too.
they just do it for that one shot where she like comes out of it. She got the blood all over and the guts, and she got the pickaxe and like,
Yeah, like
you
that Vietnam movie. Forget what it's called.
the Vietnam, the platoon.
No, not Platoon, where he comes out of the fucking water and
Oh, that's oh fuck,
what's it fucking called, dude?
Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now, there you
Yeah.
go. Did you feel bad for the mother creature that lost her child?
I mean, yes and no. Like
Still a creature.
it's still a creature. Yeah, like they set him up as bad creatures, so
Mhm.
it's always sucks. But it wasn't like I wasn't devastated. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's just that was my problem with it. I was really like emotionless the whole time. I didn't feel anything, and that's I do love. Okay, so we're going right back to the beginning now. There's a scene when they first get to the cabin, where she's looking out the window and there's a jump scare where a pole comes out
Oh
like towards
yeah.
her face. Fucking amazing jump scare. I didn't see that one coming at all, and I've seen the movie
Yeah.
2 or 3 times before. But yeah, but other than that, I didn't feel anything this whole movie. Like I just the whole time I'm thinking either, oh, that's a stupid move. Why are they doing that? Or fucking mountain people, they're like a different breed. Like
Uh-huh.
like I just seeing them climb, and that's a real thing. Like if you watch any type of mountain climbing, like
Yeah,
it's
they're
like a
dangling.
flat surface, and somehow they're going up it with like these tiny cracks and putting these fucking things in them, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And just thinking like, yeah, I would never go into a cave, and it's like my mind was going to anything but the movie. It's
Hmm.
just, and I think a big part of it's because I didn't care about the characters. It was dark. I couldn't see what was going on most of the time, and I don't know. It just felt kind of like more generic than I had remembered, I think.
You like the kills?
Yeah, I mean,
They're
it's
bloody.
cool.
Yeah.
They're really blood. Yeah, they're really good. I mean, they're not lit the best, but it's maybe that's good because then you don't see a lot of stuff like the bones sticking out. Oh my God, like
Oh
just
yeah.
fucking. I hate when they reset bones too. My mom was a nurse at an emergency for like 25 years,
Sheesh.
and she said, "I've seen people die. I've seen like all people burned. I've seen people drown. The only thing that makes me queasy is resetting bones."
Mm.
She's like, "That's the one thing I couldn't deal with."
Yeah, and that chick resets it in a dirty ass cave.
Yeah, you're right.
Ugh.
Yeah, she would have died from fucking like sepsis before
Oh, yeah.
she ever got out of there.
That's one you don't even bother trying to move because
Right?
like, we'll be back.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
figure it out.
right.
Because you're 120 pounds and you can't move at all. So
Yeah,
sorry,
she
go out
was
here.
walking on it, which
I
is
know,
like,
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
not
no,
fucking possible.
nope.
I broke a toe and I'm like, oh, what fuck? Like she like broke her leg in half.
Yeah,
Oh man, I do like Neil Marshall. He loves doing his little spray blood thing. He
he
loves that
does.
shit in
He
his
does.
movies, man. He
Yeah,
does that all the time. And that one fucking doesn't Sarah gouge out some fucking creature's eyes at one point too?
yeah,
Like Jesus Christ, even though it can't see, but still hurts.
yep.
Um, I'm curious what ending you got. So she stabs
So,
Juno in the knee. That's the same for me.
yeah, so she's pickaxe her in the knee.
Hmm.
She leaves him. Juno gets like ambushed by
Yeah.
the creatures. She finds an exit.
Yep.
She leaves. She goes into the car, drives like a fucking maniac. Like,
Dude, slow the fuck down.
calm the fuck down. Like
Yeah.
you're. And then she stops and she screams, and then she looks over to her side, and Juno, like a zombie, basically is
Hmm.
there next to her, and then movie cuts to credits.
And that was it.
That was
Wow,
it.
I've
Mhm.
been pissed off. So I know that that's the ending that they used for the sequel. Have you ever seen the sequel?
I've seen it once, but it's been a while.
Same. I don't remember a single thing except people be like, "You need to take us back."
Right.
Like, why? Just board up
Uh,
the cave, you
I wonder
fucking idiot.
if I watched it during letterbox times, but yeah, so that wasn't the ending you saw?
No, so the original ending, that's the American remake and or Americanized version.
Oh, okay.
Um, the original is it happens just as you described, but instead of after she sees Juno's ghost or whatever, it cuts back to Sarah in the cave still, and like you hear the monsters chittering and stuff, and then she has one of those visions again when her daughter pushes the birthday cake,
Mm.
and then it kind of goes like a far shot of her just smiling, looking at her daughter as like the creatures move in, kind of. So she
Mm.
implying that she gets killed right there,
Oh, interesting.
which I loved that ending.
Oh, that's a better ending than what I fucking got. Like,
Yeah,
it
I mean
just
she
it
lives.
felt like such a fucking petty ending. Like, it
Mm.
just I don't know. She kills Juno. She drives like a maniac, and then just sees her as a
And it's
ghost.
just
Like
done. Yeah,
you're about to be haunted by not only your fucking husband, Poles, your daughter, but now also Juno.
you know.
Like
Yeah.
Jesus.
So yeah, so this one she dies, but obviously we get a sequel. So, but yeah, you should definitely check that deleted scene out. You might like it.
Yeah, I definitely will. Yeah, the
Mm.
letterbox isn't loading, so I don't know. What's yeah,
CGI bats, CGI creatures crawling on the walls. I didn't like.
yeah. I mean, it's
It was
not
annoying.
great, but it wasn't bad either. Like I wouldn't be like, oh my God, that was distracting to the point where it's annoying
Yeah,
me. It was just like, yeah, okay, sometimes it's 2005,
yeah, I get you. All right. Well, anything else you want to add before we rate this? Oh yeah, Letterbox isn't loading for me either. It must be
Yeah,
down again.
yeah.
That thing goes
So
down constantly.
it does go down quite often, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. So let's just rate it.
All right, we can rate this thing. I am giving a 4 out of 5, which was my original score. When I was watching it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make this a 4.5. But then it kind of did the issues that we talked about already. So I still like it. I think it's claustrophobic. I do like Juno. She's a badass, even though she's a fucking idiot. And Sarah is a badass at the end too. And I love the ending that I got. But there's some stuff in between that I don't like, specifically the characters not having a real vision or face to them or anything like that. So I give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I was at a 3.5, but I'm going down just a point 0.5 to 3. I still
Oh
think it's
well.
an enjoyable movie. It just I wasn't as good as I had remembered. So, and I just loaded now. And I
Okay.
watched The Descent Part 2 at the same time as 1, and I gave it 3 stars. So,
Okay, same.
about the same. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it though, because I haven't. It's been a minute, and I don't remember a single thing besides her going back
Hmm.
with like Americans, like cops or something.
Yeah. I don't know if yours is working, but in case it isn't,
Go for it.
oh, no, it stopped working again. So,
Mine is thinking about loading.
yeah, yeah, anyway.
Uh,
Well, I'm sure people. Oh, and Joe gives it a 4.5 out of
mm,
5. I'm curious. I would really be curious to know, like, based on what we talked about, if you'd feel the same way. But
yeah,
4.5 is a high score a little bit.
that is high.
I remembered it really
Um,
well in my just off memory too. So,
yeah, Letterbox says socket timeout. Where the fuck that is?
oh, I just got
Like,
it.
oh, you did?
So yeah, so the my friend's rating is a 4 out of 5.
Nice.
But my like the Gen Pop rating is 3.6.
It's Gen Pop.
Yeah.
The fucking not on death row inmates.
All right.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if this movie did well at all, or because I remember it coming out. Well, obviously in
Well enough for
'05.
a sequel. So,
That's true, but that was
but
also
4 years
direct-to-DVD.
later, yeah,
I was looking up the girl that plays Sarah's filmography, and she played uh, an unnamed Resistance pilot
yeah,
in
Star Wars,
Star Wars. Yeah,
episode
Force
9,
something shit.
yeah, Last Jedi, episode 8,
There you go.
yeah,
I'm curious to see how much money this movie made.
yeah. Speaking of actors, I don't know if I'll ever get to it because the movies really didn't do anything for me. But I completed the Alfonso de Noble
Oh
trilogy
gosh,
today, and yeah, not great. So
not great. What was
unfortunately,
his role in that?
and this one he just owns a camera shop, and the
He
main
like a
actor like this a lot.
sleazeball?
I mean, the little
Hmm?
he's got a naked lady on the wall,
Oh,
like a picture of a naked. That's no, like he's
just
just,
normal
just
dude
a
with a naked
yeah,
lady.
kind of normal dude. Yeah.
So The Descent killed it, man. It had a 3.5 million budget and made 58 million worldwide.
Hmm.
So like that's pretty dang good. That's probably why Neil Marshall had to really good string of successes, and then got Game of Thrones too.
Yeah.
Because his latest movies have been kind of subpar. If you watched any of them, so
One thing I will say about Alfonso in that last movie I watched was Night of the what was it Night of the Dead or something part
something
two.
zombie, yeah.
Yeah, something zombie. Night of Zombies 2, I think. Is that he has the reverse Hitler mustache, and it deals with like Nazis. It's like if like you know how Hitler has a little like
Like if
mustache under
he
his
kissed
nose.
Hitler, it would match perfectly.
No,
Make
it's
a
like
real
he only
mustache.
has like the side mustache and not the middle. It's
Yeah, if you
like
kiss Hitler, it would make a full
yeah, right,
mustache.
yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly. It's so weird. It's such a weird fucking like what are you doing, dude? It's
I'm gonna
just
see if I can pull that off next time I shave.
yeah,
Fucking
the
the
reverse thing.
reverse.
It's bad.
That's
Oh yeah,
it's a look.
that movie is so bad. It's just yeah.
Is he pretty big in that role too, like he was in the other movies?
Oh yeah, well,
Like
a
big
big
boy?
size. Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks the same as he did in the other
Okay. Because
movies.
he passed recently or soon after.
Yeah, he passed. Yeah, he only
Alice Sweet Alice,
this
yeah.
is all within like 3 years, I think. So yeah,
Interesting
sad
man.
story. I don't know if we talked about it on the show, but he ended up committing suicide because an article in the New York Times or New York Post or something made fun of him because he couldn't fit through the turnstiles in the subway,
Oh man.
and he took it personally and killed himself. Like,
Fucking hell.
that's a terrible way to go.
They took a picture of him, put him in the newspaper?
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
yeah, no kidding. Like, geez.
Jeez. Well, good thing our media is good now, right?
Yeah, right.
All right. What we got next?
All right, so next week is we're gonna celebrate the 4th of July. It's America's 250th anniversary.
baby.
So we decided to just kind of like acknowledge it by picking something that was America centric. And what is more American than the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which we've surprisingly
I love
never
it.
done. We've done a few of them in the series, but never the OG.
I love
So
it so much.
yeah, we couldn't think of anything else really that is 4th of July themed that we haven't done already. So
Mhm.
there you go, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, and that's what we're gonna do. And I'm
That's
pretty
in my
excited.
top 5, man, of all time. I love that movie.
Yeah, and also just a fun fact: on Sunday of this week, it's our 7th anniversary as this interpretation of the podcast. So we've
Wow,
been
really?
doing it
Jeez.
seven years, where it's the three of us, and of course Sam at the beginning there. But
Wow.
yeah, I know.
It doesn't seem like 7 years.
Yeah, well, you guys have been doing it for like 9 or 10 with if you add the three
Mhm.
guys days, but
Eh,
I came
don't
on
count
7 years
anymore.
ago, right? Which you
Those are the
did.
lost days.
I think you did Texas Chainsaw Massacre on that version of the podcast. So,
Maybe.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, there's cool.
yeah. So check us out on social media, the Horror Squad podcast on all the different social media apps. Of course, you can join our Discord. It is 100% free. We have a ton of fun discussions on there. Every Monday to Thursday, I ask a question related to the movie that we're reviewing, and we just talk about it. Today, we were talking about the craziest things you've ever done. So, like, why we're rafting. A lot of people talking about skydiving, and all that kind of stuff. Diving off, a fucking 3 foot wall onto pavement. Who knows? Like people are just discussing,
Good raps.
what they're doing. So join us on Discord. We also have a movie club the day this episode releases at 9 p.m. Eastern. I just post a link. It's a Zoom link on Discord, and we could all get together and watch a movie. And we're watching a 2019 movie called Saint Bernard. You probably don't know the film. I didn't either, but it's from the same director who made Skin Deep, which we reviewed
Nice.
maybe a month or two ago. Apparently, it's really wild. So I'm looking forward to that. So come check it out with us. It'll be a fun time. We got merch on TeePublic. Just go TeePublic/The Horror Squad Podcast. We got a bunch of shirts, including our movie, the final episode, and our
Nice.
studio, THSB Films. Of course, if you want to see our movie right now, the only way to see it is on Blu-ray. Just contact any of us and we will get a Blu-ray to you. It is $25 US shipped or $30 Canadian shipped. And yeah, we'll get one for you. And yeah, that's about Joe says other stuff. I don't remember what he says.
Fuck him.
Yeah, we
He's
need
not
him.
here,
So,
fuck him.
yeah, exactly. So thanks for listening. And yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Mhm.
Bye.
See ya.